Hi, good morning to everyone. I am M. Ashraf studying 10th standard. Nowadays, we are switching on the motor to fill the water tank, but we are not switching off at correct time. Because of this, water gets wasted. So, to overcome this problem, I innovated a water level indicator. This water level indicator shows the level of the water which is present in the tank and also alarms when the water goes to overflow.
First, let me explain how it works. When the water reaches a level, it will be in contact with the wires which I hanged in the water at the correct level. There will be a overflow, high, medium, low and a common wire. The common wire gives an output of 8 volt. This wire will always be in contact with water. So now there is a current in the water. When the water level increases, the sensor wires will get positive charge and it switch on the respective LED by a IC named ULN2003. So now let's take a look on the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram of the water level indicator. This is the main component, the IC ULN2003. This is a switching IC. This switches the LEDs according to the water level. These are the pins where I will connect the wires which is hanged in the water tank. So the first pin, here I will connect the overflow wire, then high, medium, low and here is the common. So if the common wire always contains the positive current, so when it contacts with the water, then if this low, this wire also contact, then the positive current will go to this IC, then it switches this LED low. So this circuit can operate with a voltage of 5 to 10 volt. So for the volt I used a 6 volt transform. So here I converted the AC volt to DC. So always a transform gives a AC volt because our in our home we only get AC. So here I converting to DC voltage, and here there are two switches. So why two switches? One here is the main switch, and the second switch is this circuit can also operate without connect with a power back of 9 volt battery. So here is a battery present here. So when the current is not there, when we switch this switch to another mode, now it will work with this battery. This LED will be on when the circuit ons. This is to indicate this water level indicator is now on. So let's come back here. Now after this red LED on, so here I connected 220 ohms resistance. Why I connected this? Because this IC straightly switches which current we are giving as input. So we are giving here 6 volt. So 3 volt LED cannot survive. So we are reducing the voltage by this resistance. So as like I connected all the resistance to this LEDs. And here is a buzzer. This buzzer alarms us when the water goes to overflow. This is the overflow pin. When the water when this wire contacts with water, then the current comes to this IC, then it switches this LED and then the buzzer. So we can now off the motor. And this is the PCB circuit of the water level indicator. I designed it in an application named ECEDA. So here is the IC, the resistance the LEDs, buzzer, the two switches, one common LED to indicate this water level indicator is on, the AC to DC, the diodes, capacitor, and more on. Now let us see a demo how it works. Let's first switch on the motor. Now here is the water level indicator. Here is the LED which indicates that the water level indicator is on, and here is the wire connection to the water tank. So now there is no water in the tank, so none of the LED is on. Only the orange LED indicates that this water level indicator is on. So wait for some time to water to get full. Now the red LED is on. This indicates now the water in the tank is low. Now blue LED glows. This indicates that now the water level in the tank is medium. Now the green LED glows. This indicates that the water level in the tank is now high. So after some times the overflow LED will glow and the buzzer will alarm. So that will indicate it is going to be overflow. Wait for some time to watch. Now the buzzer alarms. This indicates that now the water is going to be overflow. So now let's switch off the motor.